Oh, hey, everybody. It's me again, doing multiple recordings on one day, so I think we're finally to today. The other last three writings were writings that took place over the last 4 days, I guess. 3-4 days. Anyhow, here I am. And this one, today's is titled Anxious Attachment. That was a good discovery. Anyhow, as we were driving down to the beach, I distinctly recall her mentioning she had a boyfriend. She parked the Suburban with a view of the rocky beach and the gray bay. She unbuckled her seatbelt, smiled at me, and said, "We could have a lot of fun." I watched her eyes lighten and her smile broaden. I lifted my arm and rested it on the back of the seat. She slid over into the nook where my arm was filled. Her lips were softer than I'd imagined, moist and gentle. A few moments felt like an eternity. It was and it wasn't Monet. Mostly it was me. The feelings have changed so much since the check engine light went on for her on Friday night. It makes me wonder if that was the second date. That dream. The date that never happens. Martel replies to text messages kind of like she does. I've been seeing him frequently, but we haven't had a chance to really spend much relaxed time together. We went to see a new surgeon. I did some laundry at his place while he packed. I saw him briefly after the San Diego game. I was missing him. Sunday at 7:09 a.m., I sent him a message. "Hi, Martel. I'll be at Alana's most of the day. Yoga at 10:30. Love you. Let me know if you want to lime or eat." Liming is a term I learned from Trevor Noah. It comes from the Dominican Republic, and basically it means to hang out and do nothing. I updated him at 10:13, knowing Sunday was his day off. "Gonna be at yoga till noon and hungry afterwards," a smiley face. We talked on the way home, and he told me he had a date that night. I ended up laying in bed, going through my mail and paying bills. At 6:33 p.m., I messaged him. "Hey, Martel, here's your $10.99 for your taxes. Love, Pops." At 3:49 p.m. yesterday, he shoots me 3 separate texts. "Thanks. I love you. Could you send me the pictures you've taken of any games so far?" One could probably say about my text style is anxious attachment. At 4:01, I send him 21 photos. "Here's the freshies. I think I sent you most of the other ones." He's in a groove. At 4:15 p.m., he says, "Thanks, man. You're getting better." He's followed my photo journey since I stopped coaching his team his sophomore year. He sends me an example of one. "This one is cool. Also, you want to get dinner tonight?" He's not in the photo that I took. I study it to see what stands out. It's during a timeout. His coach is to the far right center, pointing at the whiteboard. He's articulating something, not yelling. He's definitely the point of focus. Yerk and Noah are also aligned with him in the horizontal middle third. Yerk's focus is intense, his smooth-muscled shoulders propped up by his elbows, which are resting on his knees. A net-looking shadow is cast over Noah's cheek from Khalil's dreads. He looks tired, and his eyes are loosely focused on the board. The foreground is the muscled arm and leg of the big man and a tautly stretched purple jacket and the straight black hair of the trainer. The background is a mixed row of bench players and managers in black t-shirts and red polos standing like a mountain range behind. What strikes me the most, in some way, it's like the sky behind the mountains. It looks luminous at first, like aluminum foil. It's slightly blurry, and the dietitian's head blends in with what I realize is the San Diego band. Their blue Aloha shirts and white flowers and brass are what creates the liquid glow in the back. Martel and I sit down for ramen. We are the only 2 people there, and they are closing soon. The waiter walks up to us immediately and stands over him, waiting for his order. "What you want?" It feels like forever. Can I get pork dumplings? He asks me. Sure, I say. We both order chicken ramen as well. That was intense, he says. We both laugh. All of the seats in Alana's are filled up with men and devices, silent and focused. There's one regular black guy in line. I can hear his animated voice over the Latin music and espresso. Hey man, you know what I mean? Last night, before I fell asleep, he's talking about 5-0s. How many years have you tried 5-0s? 1,000, he laughs. Oh, that shot, he refers to the espresso. Why is it so fire? The coffee with the espresso, that gangster hand movement. He's not really yelling, just the volume of a yell, but it's soft and warm. We got some cuties in here. He shakes his sugar in and walks out. I usually see him sitting in the outside table that's in the parking lot, painting or chatting. 2 cute Asians in running gear stand in the front of me, waiting for their drinks. It's refreshing. I think the one in the baseball cap is single. She hugs her friend while her boyfriend grabs sugar. I start thinking about the dream I had about Monet. I write her a text, but I'm hesitant to send it. I remember what Allie said about Taylor Swift and how the songs she writes for her about her exes are not for them. Instead, I send the message to myself. Hi Monet, I had a sweet dream about you this morning. After I fell back to sleep, it felt nice. We were driving in your new car, a large Suburban. A bench seat, you drove us to the beach, parked with a view of the skyline. You slid over next to me, told me you had a boyfriend, kissed me anyhow. It was delicious. Your lips, soft and moist, felt perfectly peaceful and passionate simultaneously. I'm a sucker for a great ass, and a beauty just walked in with black spandex and is waiting for her latte. She pulls them up even tighter, hiking them deep up into her waist. I notice the large diamond ring she's wearing on her left ring finger. With fading hope comes greater appreciation. I'm almost able to stop looking. Then the hottest of hot walks in. It scares the shit out of her. Spandex is plain pissed. I lost my soul that morning. I was so scared and naked too. You were an Equinox, hottest says to her, sipping her latte. A small droplet of foam sticks to her lips as she pulls the cup away. She licks it off. They walk out together. I let Martel have both dumplings. I ask him how he feels about not being able to go to Spokane. Not good, he says with a straight face. That was all I needed to fire off. I talked to Jaden's dad about it too, I told him. I couldn't believe they'd not bring the red shirts after you traveled all season together. That's what he told me as well. And I think it's a horrible practice. You actually contribute to the team. You're a part of the team, and excluding you tells a different story. Not only does it hurt the team now and potentially impact the energy of the game, but think of how it prepares you guys for next year when you have to go back into that same environment. I just tell you this because I want you to feel validated in your feelings and feel confident articulating them if you feel like it. I asked Dave why again, and he told me that some administrators want to go. If you really want to go, maybe you can advocate for yourself with one of the other coaches. We get our ramen. I use my chopsticks to fish out slabs of chicken that look and taste like pork. I slurp some bok choy and a few noodles. I don't know why I'm so nervous to ask, but I do. How are you, Martel? How is your body feeling? Nick thinks I should start thinking about surgery. How come, I say? He's been working with me for 3 months now, and there's been no real progress besides the recovery from the last surgery, is what he told me. I feel weak and defeated. I trust you, Martel. You're the only one who really knows. A beautiful blonde in sunglasses with her hair pulled back replaces Multi at his seat. I'm not that attracted to her, but she's very pretty. I break into tears, covering my face for privacy. Martel calls at that exact moment. I have an MRI in Santa Monica at 12:50, he says. You want me to take you? Yeah. Okay, I'll see you at noon. I finish all the chicken and bok choy, but the noodles take more work. I take a break from slurping. The only reason not to do it is if you think there's a chance you can play without it. What do you think the odds are? He doesn't answer. It doesn't bother me. This morning I canceled my ticket to Spokane before coming here. Thank you guys. Appreciate you being here. Love you guys. Miss you. All right. Take care. Bye.